listen if I told the same old story? Would you listen if I sacrificed my truth for all the glory? Maybe I'll finally take a look at a page from the enemy's book. Would you listen if I told the same old story? Would you listen if I had a southern
We're rolling. Are you ready to go?
Oh, I'm ready to go.
Okay, cool. Do we have a drink? Do you have a drink?
You got a Red Bull,
Ooh,
actually.
gives you wings.
Canada Dry, very nice. Soothes the stomach.
Canada Dry.
Oh, yeah.
Soothe the stomach for the bourbon I will be excavating from my gut in a few hours. A few short hours.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to dump out of me like fucking crazy, dude.
Dude, I don't know what it's been.
Oh, my God.
I like, don't drink alcohol a lot anymore.
Yeah?
And the last couple times I have, it's just like...
It's not fun?
It's like a bulldoze. Yeah, it's horrendous. You know?
Yeah,
It's
I don't have that much fun when I do it anymore. I have like, I don't know.
I'm an old man.
It's like it's just not worth the next day anymore.
Oh no, it's not. No, I like sitting on my patio and shaking my fist at like young people.
Yeah.
You know that like
Get back inside.
are smiling.
Piece of shit.
It makes me mad.
Oh yeah.
That they're enjoying it.
No, they don't get to enjoy shit.
But hey, another night of
Another night, and we're
of
here.
talking.
So to give the people at home a little rundown, well, number one, we are fucking back, dude.
Oh yeah.
Number two, we are doing audio only until I can get a legit place to shoot something with significance. You know, because I mean, we could shoot it here now, but then they'd be like, "Wow, I think he probably needs to go to the hospital." You know.
Yeah.
I don't look great right now. I don't look good.
You look.
I don't know.
You look. Hey,
I don't think
you're handsome. You're
Thanks.
a handsome brother. You know.
Thanks, man. Thank you very much. I don't think I am right now, but I can be. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Weight depending. I hover at about maybe 6.5, 7. You know.
I think I'm a 7.7 out of 10.
It's pretty good.
I think it's pretty good.
It's better. You think you're better than me? I just said I was fucking 6.5 to 7. You think you're fucking better than me?
I do, actually.
Wow.
And I said that just
Wow.
now. Yeah, 7.7.
You think you're better than me?
You know what I do love, though, is I love talking to this mic again. I love hearing my...
Ooh, it's good.
Oh, I love
Nice
it, yeah.
and smooth.
Hey,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
smooth.
For whatever reason, I can't hear myself as well as I could last night, but...
You sound good.
Do I?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Well, I got that.
We'll see. Excuse me.
Smooth jazz CD 101.9. That was actually that was a radio station I grew up with on Long Island. My mom used to take me to Great Neck, which is northwest Nassau County.
Great Neck. That's what they said about me in college.
Hey, hey, girl, come on now.
Bump it. Let's go.
They called me a lot of things that wasn't that. They were all very negative.
Average neck.
Subpar.
Anyway, Great Neck.
So my mom used to take me to this this town on Long Island called Great Neck because I used to see this doctor. Great Neck was about a stone's throw from Queens, and the entire trip over, she always played this smooth jazz radio station for me. You know.
Hey, can we pause real quick?
Yeah.
Because I don't think hold on. Okay, sorry about that. We had to make sure the audio was actually recording the way it's supposed to be recording.
Yeah, my pants have been down this whole time. So
God, that's the beauty about audio only. I can do whatever I
hey,
want.
we were talking about disappointments 30 seconds ago. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, my mom used to take me out to Great Neck to see this doctor because when I was another injury. Last night we talked about injuries. When I was 6 years old, I fell off my bike and my arm literally snapped in half because I had a bone cyst.
You got some weak bones,
dude. It was bad, man. Dan,
do you drink enough milk?
I don't know what happened. I had some more milk. I had a bone cyst that turned my bone into jello. Basically,
now who's an asshole? Me.
I know.
Yikes.
Yeah, well, this is the last time I ever stay here.
I'm so sorry.
And yikes.
Wait, a bone cyst. So what is that like?
It was. I had
feel
no
it
idea.
before it
No,
snapped your bones in half?
no. I had no idea. We didn't know until I got to the hospital, and they're like, "Yeah, you're fucking. You got like
Jesus.
Jello in there." I'm like, oh. So I fell off my bike, and
Oof.
my brother. I fell off the bike. The bone snapped in half, literally. And my brother, who was like right behind me,
Mike or Alex?
a Mike, on his bike, literally couldn't slow down.
Oh,
rode
ran you over?
right over it.
Oh.
So it snapped in half, and then a bike, you know. And
He
so
ran over your arm that just broke?
Yeah. Like within seconds, man. I remember it too.
Fuck
it
you.
was Flag Day, June 14th,
Flag Day.
2001. Because
Another holiday.
it was the last full week of school, and we got Italian ices that day.
Ooh.
So the day was awesome, and then until it wasn't, you know. And then, so my mom used to take me to this doctor who was like looking at my who would X-ray my bones and shit, and got like surgery. But we like in the car ride over, it was just all like smooth jazz, 50 minutes
Ooh,
of
love
going
it.
out towards New York City, and it was
Love
just
it.
like, oh man, like. It was also cool because I used to get to sit in the front of her Cadillac,
Ooh.
but she would have like phone books so we could use the HOV lane. You know,
There you go. Yeah, cheating the system.
cheating the system.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but that was like that was always so cool. So I always like had like a thing with like jazz music. Like I was like, I don't know,
I fucking love jazz.
dude, jazz is good, man.
I fucking love jazz.
It makes me think of, you know, I think we were like talking about yesterday, like living in New York and on Long Island as like a little kid had such a
Yeah.
on like music and everything, just like an impact.
It definitely makes me think of New Orleans because I saw some really incredible jazz when I was there.
Yeah, I guess like, and this is more like smooth jazz, more like atmospheric and maybe even like electronic. So I think of I think very much of like driving towards New York City or like the brownstones and the the parkways.
The other thing too about jazz that a lot of people forget is that it's sampled probably most in a lot of East Coast hip hop, that acid jazz.
I think so.
Genre.
Yeah, that's like a lot with one of the coolest things was we were it was the first day of summer, so it was like the last week of school, and my mom was taking me to an appointment out in Great Neck, and Cool in the Gang's Summertime Madness.
Ooh.
The radio station in New York played it every like first day of summer.
Cool in the Gang.
And I was like, I was obsessed with that song for a long time.
Love it. I love it.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
But
man.
anyway,
So many good times.
Josh and I are back.
Smooth
man. We're
jazz.
here, man.
Well, back, but kind of not back because this will be the first thing you hear. But here's the rundown. Number one, like I said earlier before, we are fucking back, baby. Number two, we are launching bonus Patreon episodes for every guest that comes on here, and some of them will be bonus content in terms of storytelling. Some will be bonus content in maybe an impromptu jam session or discussion about an original song or a little private performance and things like that. And then also we'll be answering some questions. We'll be fielding some questions sent in by y'all who are listening. Hopefully, the three of you that are going to send in questions. Thank you.
And one of them is me. So
One of them is it's true. The people that are going to be participating in this podcast the most are in this room right now.
And
so,
send them stuff like, what are your thoughts on the Israel-Palestine conflict?
yeah, what is going on over there?
What do
You know?
you know?
What do we think about that?
Why do you agree with the people that rush the security at Astroworld?
Yeah.
You know,
Oh my god. Oh no. Oh. My favorite thing about Nick ever is we haven't even given you a proper introduction. So, without further ado, my friend Nick Baldwin on the podcast, man. Thank God. Thank God he's here. Thank God he's back. I have so much fun talking with this guy, and I think you guys are going to feel that, and I think you're going to enjoy it. It's a very casual conversation. We've known each other for a very long time, as we get into on the Patreon episode. We couldn't throw the bonus episode up anywhere because it's a little racy.
Well,
Got a little wild. It's all right. Nick had zero negative things to say about anything in the world, and I, on the other hand, was the pessimistic cynic that you know me well to be. And yeah, so we're back. We started a Patreon, so be on the lookout for that. I don't really know all the details on it, but I just know that I'm trying to make some fucking money off of this, and I think that we're having fun, and it's all good and all fun and games and shit. But if we want to keep doing this and want to keep doing the podcast, then I got to make a little change. So help us out. Donate to the cause, Donate to the Feed My Fucking Family Foundation,
And I thought it was really cool that for the $40 a month tier, they will get a picture of your nipples.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nipples only, and $50 a month gets both nipples, and both of them get pierced.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And like a foot pick.
Foot pick, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Foot bottom side only.
That's
dirty.
what's up. Oh,
dirty,
disgusting.
yeah. Oh, that nasty
Damn,
shit.
I want to make a Patreon now.
It's good. It's going to be good.
But yeah, I'm back, man.
Can't wait.
Like you said.
Yeah, man.
Friends for a long time.
Welcome.
High school, Florida Atlantic University.
Hootie hoo!
Endeavors after Florida Atlantic University.
That's right.
Just years of...
Post-grad life for Nick. Post-expulsion life for me. A lot of fun. A lot of good times. My family still hates me for it, but we're here. We're making memories. We're making laughs.
That's
and,
right.
it's good. We sang our Baby Sharks, and we're all set. We're all good to go.
You get 3 baby sharks.
3 baby sharks. God, everybody's going to be like, what the fuck are they talking about? Okay, so, yeah, Nick and I did a kind of like a bullshit not bullshit conversation, meaning it didn't mean anything, but bullshit in the sense that we didn't have any direction. And I think we're going to kind of do the same thing tonight, but it's just going to be a little bit more about, the true theme of the podcast, and being that we haven't really gotten a chance to catch up like this in a while, we're going to use this as a little bit of a therapy session. So we're going to, dive deep into life, love, music, friendship, family, all that shit, trauma, all that. And, gonna get rolling. But keep an eye on the Patreon, and make sure you, if you're listening, like I say on the Patreon episode, make sure you send Nick a job application for somewhere, because he may need one after this comes out.
And, I guess, speaking of all of that, today's sponsor is BetterHelp.
BetterHelp.
You're sad. I'm sad. I'm sad. Let's not be sad.
Let's not be sad. Yeah. Don't kill yourself.
Yeah, don't.
Don't do that.
The world is a better place with you in it.
Just don't. Yeah. Don't do it. Stop. Okay. Yeah, please don't do that. That's super.
And Blue Chew.
So you said, this is something I want to talk about too, because you said you've been having like drinking anxiety recently.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't been drinking all that much, but the last few times I have been drinking, my like hangover anxiety has been unreal.
So bad.
It's like, even if like I'll have like 4 drinks and like won't even get that drunk, but I'll wake up and I'll be like, I didn't need that.
Yeah.
I didn't need any of that.
Yeah.
But like, dude, last week in Indy, my friends and I went to Broad Ripple, which is like a big bar area. It's like a lot of like, people our age go there, like Butler students go there or whatever.
Yeah.
And I like, we didn't have a lot, like we pre-gamed, but we weren't like drunk when we went out. When we went out to this bar, I'm not going to say the name of the bar. My friends and I had I should. My friends and I had like 1 drink apiece, and then all of a sudden, all 3 of us were like blackout, like wobbly, like.
So you got drugged.
I don't know, but
you got fucking Ari Shafir at the bar.
We were just kind of like, what the fuck happened? And I remember like the next morning, I was like, I don't want to do that ever again.
Yeah,
like,
not
something
good.
went wrong
Not good.
somewhere, and
not good.
Oh my god,
not
dude.
good. Yeah.
But yeah, it's been weird, man.
I don't think that's ever happened to me in my life, but I can tell you that mornings now, like post drink, are really tough.
I don't enjoy it.
I don't. Because my anxiety is already bad enough. Like, I was hanging out with my friend Cole a couple weeks ago for our 10-year high school reunion, which, by the way, if you went, fuck you.
Yeah.
If you went and you're listening to this shit right now, guess what? I still haven't fucking seen you at a show, so don't give me that bullshit about how you're going to come see me. I don't want to fucking hear it.
Oh, I can't wait.
I can't wait to come see you. Don't fucking lie to me. Don't lie to me, and don't lie to yourself, all right?
Oh, my God.
Just have a normal conversation like old white people do and go like, oh, it's pretty hot tonight, huh? Don't fucking talk to me about my shit and not
Yeah, my
follow through with that.
My cat Skittles. She threw up tonight.
Yeah. We almost didn't make it. Skittles was so sick. She had such a tough time, and our 4 kids were all whining because they didn't want to get changed, and my husband smacked one of the kids in the face on the way out of the whoa.
I think I would rather saw off my legs than go to my high school reunion.
Dude,
nothing about
honestly,
that sounds fun to me.
I'm telling you what, if I had a choice right now to go back like a few weeks ago and do that, easily. I'm Carrie Elwesing my foot.
Yeah.
I'm saw oneing that bitch.
I hope it doesn't.
Saw that
happen.
bone and just I'm going bananas.
Yeah.
But anyway, one of the night before the reunion, the Friday night, my friend Cole, and I were talking in the morning, and I was like, man, I really hope I didn't say anything stupid last night. And he was like, do you do this like all the time? I'm like, yeah. I was like, every morning I wake up after drinking, I'm like, I fucking embarrassed myself.
Oh,
Even though I probably didn't.
Yeah.
Even though I probably didn't, I just constantly, I'm like, spiraling out of control. I said something mean. Whatever. My zipper was down. Walked up the stairs funky. Like, everything's just nuts.
Dude, I do that even when I'm not drinking.
Yeah, that's true. I do the same thing,
my
too.
My existence is kind of weird. So, like, what did I do yesterday?
Yeah.
And you know what? I live alone, so I'm just like, what did I do to freak myself out, in my own apartment? So,
yeah.
No, man, I don't know. I just haven't been enjoying it. And I like especially during COVID, I didn't drink at all. Obviously, like, nobody was, but I didn't drink at all. I just, like, I tried to get cleaner. I tried to eat better, and
Well, you look better, for sure.
You lost a lot of weight.
What'd you lose, 30 pounds?
So this is embarrassing.
60 pounds, wow.
This is disgusting. Yeah, so when I moved to Indianapolis, I was kind of at like a low point in my life.
Yeah.
I was 210 pounds, which is insane because
I'm just kidding.
I know. But for
you, I know.
And let's see, this morning I'm at 185.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So
Good for you.
I'm getting there. I'd like
Good
to
for
get,
you.
build up a little bit of muscle still, but
yeah.
It's because, like, up there, man, I think for me, being in Indiana, like I've mentioned, I'm a sucker for cold weather, but, like, I can be outside in the cold all day. It's for me, I've like taken up hiking, I've taken up all these outdoor activities. It just feels good.
Hiking's fun. Just
oh my god, yeah.
Don't go to any national parks.
Yeah, no. When I was moving to Indy, one of my I worked with this guy in the Tampa office that I was at previously. He actually came up, moved down to Tampa from Indianapolis.
Yeah.
And he was telling me, he's like, yeah. So if you go to, like, Indy parks, like, just go with some friends. I'm like, okay, cool, but, like, why? He's like, yeah, we had like 7 people disappear last year, and I was like, oh, all right.
Everyone's just potatoing out there. Oh no!
I was like,
whirlwind.
He was also like, yo, stay away from the street. It's called 38th and Post. And I was like, dude, I was like, it's Indianapolis, bro. It's the Midwest. How bad could it be? So I went up to look for apartments, and as I'm sitting in, like, the leasing office of the complex that I live at now,
I remember this.
On TV, 8 people shot on 38th and Post in 2 days, and I was like, no, I get it now.
That's what he means.
I was like, okay, cool.
Wasn't there something that happened, like, outside of your neighborhood?
Yeah.
Where were you living on 4th?
No, I'm way up north side of the city, 86th right now, 86th Street. I'm like far north Indy.
Okay. For some reason I remember 4th. I don't know why.
January, I was out. My friends and I went to dinner. It was like a very mild night. So like mild in January is like 35 degrees.
Oh my god, my dick is shriveling.
But it was like a very mild night. So like I got back to my apartment. One of my friends lives like in my complex. So I dropped him off, parked, and I was like, you know what? It's kind of nice tonight. I want to go for a walk. Like,
sure.
So I went for a couple like laps around my apartment.
Love it.
I got to my front door and I was like, should I go for like another lap? And I was just kind of like, you know what? Maybe I'll go inside.
And then the Lord said, Nicholas.
He said, you're a smart motherfucker.
Go inside.
Well, my mom called me at that time. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll just go inside. I like get on the phone with my mom. I go up the stairs, get to my front door, open the front door. This is like maybe a minute had gone by. And then I just hear rapid fire.
Oh.
You know. And I was like, Mom, I know we just started talking.
Fireworks.
But some something weird has just happened. I just heard something that's like unnatural.
Yeah.
And I was like, I gotta go. I'll be right back. So after that, I like didn't step outside or anything. I just hear like 15 like emergency vehicles just pulling off the highway.
Yeah.
This is, you know, it's probably like within a span of like 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? I walk like to the end of like the third story that I'm on, because there's like a big window overlooking the parking lot. And there's just like a huge ring of like ambulances, police cars, fire trucks. Some dude
Jesus
right
Christ.
outside my door, right
fuck?
after I walked in, shot in both kneecaps. Kneecapped.
Capped him?
Capped him.
They
Drug
capped
deal
his
gone
ass.
wrong.
Ooh.
And I was just like, and
That's fun.
It sounds so crazy, but I was like chilled because I was like, I was right there.
3
minutes ago.
Yeah, dude.
I didn't even see the guy that was out, you know.
Oof.
And the driver got away. I don't know if they ever got him.
Oof. Probably not. They're probably
So-
whatever. Fuck it.
But yeah,
Dude, they don't even stop people from doing that in Chicago anymore.
No, they don't. It's crazy.
Like, people are dead. People, like, shoot
Yeah.
each other dead, and they're like, what are we going to fucking do?
When I was in Chicago a couple months back, my Citizen app was going crazy. Like 5 seconds, it was like
You have
man
that?
shot, man robbed. Yeah, I was like,
I
oh
don't-
fuck.
I don't know if I have that. Should I have it?
I don't know. I mean,
What are the
I don't know.
benefits?
I don't know how violent Tampa is. Indy's kind of.
I mean,
Indy's.
I'll
gotten
tell you
kinda
what.
rough
We're
lately.
probably in an okay area.
Yeah, Indy's up there.
Uh, We're probably in an okay area. But I would say that, you know, there's always, like, a surprise sex offender around. You know?
yeah.
Oops.
Oh, that's old Dusty Roy again.
Yeah.
Fucking hanging outside the playground.
You boys having a good time? Life in the big city.
I got Cracker Jacks in the back. Y'all want some Cracker Jacks?
Listen, there's something to be said about those old men that hang around parks just without any shame. You know?
Man. They like just feeding the doves. I just like think old guys just feed doves at parks. I don't know. That's just what they do.
I don't know why. Like, why do you? I don't know. That never made sense to me. Why people go and like feed animals? Because those are the
They tell
people
you not to do it.
the people that do that also are the ones that aren't feeding their own families.
Yeah.
You ever notice that? It's always fucking poor people at the park that are feeding other animals and they're not feeding their fucking kids. Go feed your fucking kids.
I remember being like 4 or 5 and going to this park on Long Island with my grandpa, and feeding swans McDonald's fries.
Oh,
you know,
no.
The 90s. And
Swans are so fucking
and a swan,
mean,
like,
dude.
They don't have they like it's like gristle in their bills,
Yeah.
but it's like sandpaper, but
Yeah,
it hurts.
hurts.
And like a swan bit me.
Oh.
And like after that point, I was like, "Fuck swans."
Did you
dude.
choke that bitch out?
No, you know what's crazy about swans? A single like flap from a full-grown swan can snap a human being's arm.
Are you
in
kidding me?
half. Yeah, it can snap the bone in half.
What?
They are powerful fucking things.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
more of the reason to wring that fucking thing's
Oh
neck.
yeah,
is-
that thing would have killed me. At 4. That thing would
God.
have eaten me at 4.
Holy shit.
You know?
Snap a bone?
Yeah, it can snap a bone.
With just a...
Yep.
Wow.
Have you seen like? There's this park in Indy, Eagle Creek. It's a beautiful reserve, and they have like a diagram, like a full-grown eagle's wingspan, and it's
I've seen those.
insane.
Yeah.
I was looking at it, I was like, holy shit,
Yeah.
dude, these things are massive.
Yeah.
You know, you don't think about it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true. You don't think a lot about. I mean, that's the wild shit. You ever see the thing about when they pull the feathers up on the owl's legs?
Yeah.
Shit's fucking
Oh,
crazy.
yeah,
It's just
dude.
like their legs go all the way. Do
Wha-
those legs go all the way up?
1 week after the shooting, and at that time I was kind of like in a weird place because it was like right after.
Mm-hmm.
You know, something I'm not really going to get into. It was like right after a really hardcore breakup.
I
and I was
gotcha.
just like starting the year off in a
Hardcore.
very, just you know. And I was like, I went back out for another walk that night. I think it was like kind of snowing this time. And I got back in and I looked out on my porch. I like overlook a nature preserve to one side, which is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And I see a huge owl just sitting on my porch. Did I send you that picture? I might still have it.
Maybe.
There was this, and dude, for like 20 minutes, I was in like stealth mode walking through my apartment. I was like, I don't want this thing to leave. I just like
right.
sat. Dude, it's probably so weird if like somebody was spying on me because I was just like sitting in awe, like on my couch like this.
look at this fucking weirdo.
Just staring at this fucking owl, but it was like the coolest thing, man.
Jasmine's like
awesome.
that. Jasmine's like that with animals.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Owl was majestic. It was beautiful.
She's like that with all animals. She's like, oh my god, look.
I'm an animal lover too.
Look, it's a bat.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? It's a fucking bat, dude.
It's
gross.
awesome, dude. I've seen it's a fucking
Gross, dude.
There's a lot of bats in Florida.
There's a ton.
I used to see them all the time here.
There's a ton, and I tell her all the time, I'm like, that thing's gonna fucking hit me. They're like, they're not gonna hit you.
I've seen them in Indy too.
They have
man,
echolocation. They'll never hit you. I was like, bullshit.
I've seen at my apartment.
They're pretty damn close.
I've seen fox. I have a resident red fox that likes to come out. Oh,
those things are.
He or she is so cute.
Yeah,
oh,
man.
Oh my god, so cute. I've seen otters up there.
Those things will turn quick.
I've seen so many. I don't know.
We had coyotes.
We have a ton of coyotes behind.
We had coyotes out here in Florida that they were.
There's a lot of here.
Yeah.
Oh, those things will.
Dude,
they will eat
your
face off.
I walk this trail all the time, and every time, like, I'll walk it during the day, and that night, I'll hear like 6 or 7 coyotes just fucking screaming, and I'm like, damn, I was there like 3 hours ago.
You could hear them fucking.
It's horrifying.
It'd be wild.
It's chilling in the middle of the night.
Did you ever see the spike vests that they give the little dogs?
No.
Have you seen those?
No.
Yeah, so Chris D'Elia was talking about it on Rogan a while ago about how he has a little dog that he puts like a spike vest on.
Chris D'Elia, I didn't know you could save the Snapchat. That Chris D'Elia.
Oh. I didn't know.
That video is hilarious.
So funny.
But just watching his
he was like
color, just the color leave his.
Yeah, that was funny.
But I'm sorry
and
I
listen,
cut you off.
He's still hilarious.
Yeah, I was actually never a big fan of Chris D'Elia.
He's still funny. Like he says some really funny shit on podcasts and everything, and he's very funny. I think he's very funny. Dude. Listen, man, like fucking Jay, hey, he's very funny. Hey, he's a good guy. But he was talking about how his little dog, he got him like a spike vest, so it puts it on like it's like a sweater, like the one that Dixie has. The legs and the head and tail are exposed, but the body is like it's like the I don't know what to call it. It's like those big metal spikes,
like a gimp suit. Oh, like
something like that. Yeah, pretty much. And it's like, dude, they're gonna kill your dog no matter what.
Yeah, your dog. They're fucking smart. Those are like the smartest animals, man.
They're not.
Fucking, they are extremely
They're eating you and then fucking you afterwards. Like
Yes.
Those coyotes are fucking mean. I'm pretty sure in our county or state or something recently there was a you weren't punished for shooting them.
For shooting coyotes.
Yeah.
Well, I know.
Yeah, they were like, just get rid of them, man. They're fucking killing all these things.
South Carolina, man. So many people get like donkeys on their farms because donkeys will.
They beat the shit out of them.
Fierce motherfuckers, and they'll
donkey punching them.
They'll donkey
punch a coyote. Don't you get it twisted,
yeah.
Dr. Donkey Punch. Welcome back to the podcast, Dr. Donkey Punch.
BronxFilth.com.
What kind of accent do you think Dr. Donkey Punch has?
Oh, he's from like Passaic, New Jersey. He's.
Hey, how you doing? Back to Donkey Punch. Yeah. So
he's from he's from like fucking Central Islip. He's.
Oof, my own. He looks terrible. God. So yeah, we started these episodes back up, man, and to be honest with you, I missed it. I miss talking to people. I miss hanging out. I miss getting to know people, and I miss just shooting the shit and having this on tape and letting you guys see inside our minds. And it's a lot of fun, especially having old friends here and everything like that, and like getting to tell old stories. Some of them we can't tell on here, but let's change gears here real quick and start talking. Let's talk a little music. What's the first show you went back to post COVID?
It was was it October? It was Dance Gavin Dance.
In Indy?
In Indy, yeah, at the Old National Theater at the Egyptian Room.
Oh, nice. I've heard that's a good venue.
Oh, great venue. Tim Dillon was just there.
Was it like
on the opposite
1,500?
I don't know. It's a lot. It's definitely a spacious venue, but
is it less than that? More than that?
More than that.
More?
Yeah. But it was
House of Blues.
packed out show.
Bigger?
It's kind of hard to say. It's huge, but it's I don't know. It's on that level. It's definitely bigger than like Janus or Crowbar in Tampa.
Oh yeah.
But
so it's probably about that.
It's huge, but it's like they do have some like seating, but it's like all
Yeah,
mostly
yeah.
standing room. It's phenomenal show. The lead vocalist Tillian actually got COVID like two days before, so he sat out. But Andrew Wells, who's been a touring member and who's actually been a reoccurring feature in the last couple of episodes, or album, stood in for Tillian and fucking nailed it.
Who's he from?
Idola, who's like another like
Idola.
progressive post-hardcore band in that kind of
Nice.
like vein. And then they still had their unclean vocalist John Mess up there just shredding it, so it was
That's
awesome.
dope.
Will Swan.
So they made it work.
They killed it, and
Damn.
this was like the 7th time I've seen them, so I was like, you know what, I love Tillian, but let's see how Andrew does.
Yeah,
He killed
yeah.
it, and then Tillian came back 2 days later, and they said the tour was phenomenal.
You know
So-
who's immune from COVID? And I would
okay,
never.
but no, it was
Sorry, we're figuring shit out.
it was Dance Gavin Dance,
Yeah.
Veil of Maya, who's a metalcore band that I've wanted to see for a while, a progressive metalcore band. They were fucking phenomenal. They tore that place up. Who else was there? Idola was there. Wolf and Bear, which Tim Furyk, who's the bassist of DGD, that's his band.
Oh, nice. So they kept it all in the family.
They do, dude. There's like
Very
so
cool.
they call that like genre swancore. It's named
Okay.
after Will Swan, who's like
Yeah.
the guitarist. He plays that like
Yeah.
crazy like unorthodox progressive style of post-hardcore that's
Sure.
just all over the place. So all these bands, especially in like Sacramento.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
But yeah,
That's pretty cool, man.
So-
That's got to be a good show. And
it was a stellar show. Actually, Animals as Leaders was going to be on the tour.
Tobin,
Abasi, yeah. So,
he's wild.
but that's I mean,
That dude plays like a fucking. I think he plays like an 8-string.
yeah, it's
guitar.
insane. It's insane.
It's crazy.
But
Looking at the theory of that is pretty wild. I remember a guy that I used to work with was like big into those types of bands, and he would be like, "Oh my god, dude."
oh, he's amazing, man. I really love, and it's not even like just post-hardcore in itself, but like progressive styles, progressive rock in general. I mean, I went on a few years ago. I got really back into like classic rock, but like progressive classic rock,
Mhm.
like your Yes and your Peter
Rush.
Gabriel, Genesis. I was actually never a big Rush fan.
Never a Rush guy? Is it because they're Canadian?
Yeah, it's because they're
Are
Canadian.
you going to box Getty Lee for Boxing Day?
I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna go up to
Beat the shit
where
out
is
of
he, in
him.
Ontario, and I'm
Dude.
gonna, yeah.
That we need to make that a thing.
Just fight a Canadian on
Fight a
Boxing
Canadian
Box
Day.
a Canadian on Boxing Day. Round 1. But no, like, yes, Peter Gabriel, Genesis, who,
Love
to
it.
be honest, I love Phil Collins, but I actually prefer the really wacky Peter Gabriel era. Even
Peter
though
Ga-
everyone's like, hey, Phil Collins is still in the band, man, he's still drumming, but
Yeah.
I just...
Peter Gabriel is great. You know, they say that Sledgehammer is one of the best mixed songs of all time.
I didn't know that. No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they say it's like one of just production wise and like mixing and mastering, like of that entire just the ability to have all of that just fit together so well is like. It's just masterful, dude.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I can't remember where I
Wait,
heard
yeah,
that.
makes
From. I think
sense.
Keith told me that. I was like, oh, I don't doubt it. And then I heard an interview, like somebody was on Stern, and they
My
were saying,
Michigan homie, Keith.
yeah, man,
really
yeah.
selling it.
Grand
man.
Rapids,
Grand
baby.
Rapids, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then who else, man? One of my favorite bands, especially from like my childhood. I am a huge fan of Supertramp.
Supertramp.
I love Supertramp, dude.
Stranger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right. You bloody well right. You know, my dad loves that fucking song. I love Supertramp, man.
Supertramp,
I just got
dude.
really into like that progressive era, King Crimson, and
Nice.
like Pink Floyd's Animals, and just
Animals is
just
good.
stuff like that. And,
Animals is real good.
And then even like someone like metal, like Dream Theater, and
Yeah.
and, but I've always really
Dream
been
Theater
into,
is oh god, what's the guy's name?
like John Petrucci.
John Petrucci.
and,
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you.
But yeah, and then of course with Dance Gavin Dance and Fall
Yeah.
of Troy and Coheed and Cambria, Cirque du Survive, and all those bands.
Oh yeah, good stuff.
all those progressive bands, even post hardcore in general. It's
Yeah, I'm a big big fan of discovering new music, and you've helped me do that for sure.
Yeah.
I like a lot of the emo
Oh hell yeah, man.
stuff. It's a lot of people don't know about me. So because I like a lot of singer-songwriter shit, but like I'm also like I'm down to fucking bump some.
Dude, emo's good as fuck.
Yeah,
man. Oh,
dude.
Yeah.
I like a good whiny chorus and like power chords and like those little short triplet drums.
Well,
and
dude, Jasmine threw on some like "Envy on the Coast." I was like, "Oh
yeah.
damn!" Bro. I was like,
She pulled some shit out in like Secret Life of the Freemasons
Oh
tonight.
yeah.
Yeah, she pulled some shit out, and I was like, "What?"
You know,
which I love because it's not like fucking Maroon 5. Oh my god.
So like I like again, I kind of mentioned it last night for the masses that aren't gonna hear that episode.
Yeah.
I'm like I try not to be critical of music anymore because I've like as I've gotten older, I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't make music. I don't know what goes into it. People like what they like. Who am I to judge? Who am I to say otherwise?
You know it's good. Yeah.
I fucking hate Maroon 5. I've always hated Maroon 5.
I can say that songs about Jane I do enjoy, but I just think that there's so much from that band that is overwhelmingly just
Bad
bullshit.
Yeah.
Like there's so much. I mean, listen, they're famous. There's people listening to this going, "I like the band." Well, if you're so good, then why don't you rate hits? That's not my fucking point. I'm saying comparatively to the rest of the people in their genre, they're just not that good. You know what I mean?
When I hear Maroon 5, this is what like my mind takes me to. It's you're in 7th grade.
Yeah.
Your mom's picking you up after school. You have a bleeding fucking headache. And she says, "We have to go to the dentist." And you're like, "But I want to go home." And she's like, "No, we got to go to the dentist." And you go to the dentist. Your headache's getting worse and worse. And you just fucking sit there. And you hear Adam Levine's whiny fucking voice.
In the waiting room.
In the waiting room.
While you're filling out a Lifestyles magazine.
And
or Highlights magazine.
And there's other screaming kids in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
you're waiting
my
there for
God.
40 minutes, and you're like, wow, I still got like 4 more days till I can play Pokemon, fucking not have to do any homework. And that's what I think of Maroon 5, is just being in the dentist office and being miserable after school.
Yeah, I think of, I don't know, man. Maroon 5 is it's a funny band for me because, like, obviously they're huge and they're hugely successful for a reason. I get it. But I don't get it.
Yeah.
Because I hear it and I go, you just did the same thing
Yeah.
6 months ago. You did the same fucking... It's like Drake. Anytime Drake comes out with a new song, I'm like, you just did this.
That's also funny you say that.
Get it?
Because
Right?
I have never gotten into Drake. I just cannot do it. I'm
I
sorry.
don't enjoy it at all.
I just don't enjoy him.
You know what I think about Drake? Damn it, I tried to fart. Fuck.
Your typical Drake fan is like when I picture Drake fans, it's like a dude from Long Island who has like a shaved head, who has like some shit shaved in his head, basketball shorts, and wears like Jordans.
It's gotta be a
chain
Yankee.
on.
It's gotta be a Yankee
It's got
logo.
a Yankee fitted,
Gotta be a Yankee logo on the side of the head.
And go Yankees, but like I
Go
mean that's
Yanks.
like the Drake fan to me. But
He's got a fucking 2.
I don't get it,
Derek
man.
Jeter 2 tattoo on his forearm.
Yeah,
that fucking guy.
And I'm sorry again, because like you know what? Again, I'm an idiot. Don't let me tell you what's good and what's not. You like your own thing. Pop music, like there's a lot of pop music I think that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I've never been able to do, and it's kind of beating a dead horse because a lot of people feel this way. But like radio pop music, like I just and there's like a lot of deep cuts from these artists that you probably won't hear unless you
Never.
search from it. But like
Never.
I just can't.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I'm so happy to have Bluetooth. Like,
oh my god, yeah,
fucking
no kidding.
aux cord. But yeah, I don't know. It's and I guess like country music's kind of another thing. Whereas like I don't hate country music, but
that's a whole nother thing.
I
Yeah,
can't get into it.
That's a whole nother animal.
Yeah.
Country is funny right now because like the CMAs were just on the other night.
Right.
And Stapleton had a big win. Luke Combs won Entertainer of the Year, I think, and like Luke Bryan was hosting, which my God. I asked my mom, like I called my mom and I was talking to her, and she was like, "Oh, we're just watching the CMAs." I was like, "Oh, did Stapleton win anything?" She was like, "Yeah, he's actually won quite a bit." I was like, "Is Sturgill Simpson there?" Because he put out a couple albums this year that are very good.
I like Sturgill Simpson.
Sturgill is great. Cut and Grass, the Cut and Grass Volume 1, Volume 2 that he came out with in COVID, and the Ballad of Dude and Juanita, I think it was. It's a little short story about a little Western love story. Kind of a concept album, I guess. She was like, I don't know, I didn't see him. He might not be here. And I was like, okay. I was like, what about Tyler Childers? Is he there? Did he win anything? She was like, I don't know, I don't think so. I was like, oh, okay. What about Jason Isbell? Did he win anything? Is he there? Did he win anything? No.
I feel
like, what about Coulter Wall? Is he there? No. Oh, he's not there. Oh, okay, cool. What about just all these other people? And they're like, nope,
Yeah.
I haven't heard. But then she goes, oh, here's Kane Brown coming on stage. I'm like, hey, Kane Brown, go fucking get lost in your woods and get eaten by a bear, you dipshit.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you fucking you succumb to that lifestyle where you're like, I just love it. That motherfucker got lost in his own backyard and called the police.
That's crazy.
Because he's a fucking idiot.
He's a country guy.
I
Should've been able to
grew
get
up
there.
out here. I grew up here. I know how to get around the woods. Shut the fuck up.
It's like
he's so bad.
It's like rich
He's
kids from
so bad.
Pinellas County that go to like trash the Dunedin Causeway with their fucking out
guys.
there all night, ruining it for everybody.
Fucking guys.
Throwing their beer cans in the water.
Yeah.
You know what? It is okay though. Throwing car batteries in the ocean is perfectly legal, and it's fun. It's a thrill. So,
Is it really?
You guys got car batteries? Don't take them to AutoZone. Don't take them to the junkyard. Throw them in the ocean. Throw them in the ocean.
It's just something about that when it hits the water. It's so sweet.
It's a blast. I'm telling you, man.
Oh, it's definitely a blast.
It's fun. It lets off steam. If you're feeling angry, just
Speaking of
Car
throwing
battery.
car batteries in the water, R.I.P. Winter the Dolphin.
ooh, hey.
Yeah, dude. So
Dude, that bummed me the fuck out. Actually, that really
it didn't
did.
bum me out. Didn't bum me out. You know why?
Mm.
I don't really care that much.
Really?
I got to be honest with you, I don't. And here's the thing. I said it tonight at the bar. Just get another fucking dolphin, cut the tail off, take Winter's machine, slap it on it, and nobody will fucking know.
Oh.
Nobody will know.
Oh, I know nobody will know.
Nobody will know. It you go to SeaWorld and they go, ladies and gentlemen, Shamu. Shamu's been dead
yeah, dude.
for decades.
The orca thing is
Horrible.
insane.
That's
man.
bad.
Those are animals that are let's be honest, just as smart, if not more intelligent than we are. And take that with a grain of salt. I don't know.
Yeah,
but they're
I know what you're
creatures
saying.
who are
Yeah.
so incredible in every way.
Yeah, of course.
We used to capture them and just stick them in these pools. Man,
Yeah.
that is like the most heartbreaking thing.
You know what?
It's
You're
just
smarter than me.
disgusting, man.
Build me a theme park and put me inside
put
of
me-
it.
You fucking.
You
I
stupid
can't wait
bitch.
till the ice caps melt and then they have their vengeance,
They're gonna be
and they're
like,
just fucking
you guys
eating
are
people,
so fucked.
eating people in the streets of New York and
By the
fucking
way,
San Francisco.
I love animals. I'm just fucking around, so everybody can relax. But I'm making a point here in saying that these animals that are in these rehabilitation zoos and exhibits are not actually real some of the time.
Yeah, well,
Not real.
I think like at least with Winter, I'm like, you know what, man, she
That's a
had a
different story.
grim situation, and they
Yeah, of
they
course,
give
of
her,
course.
So, but
No,
damn,
I-
hey, rest in peace to a real one, to a true
Yeah. I just think
Tampa
it's-
icon.
I just think it's funny. This is going to be an unpopular opinion. I just think it's hilarious that like more people are going to talk about fucking Winter the Dolphin than Norm Macdonald
Yeah,
that I know.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
dude,
That makes me sad.
when Norm passed away, I went on
Fucking-
a binge of just like everything he's done.
Dude, he
And
is so goddamn funny.
he was not only is he funny, he had some pretty amazing insights on
Yeah.
just life.
Yeah, dude.
He was like a very like really like down at the heart, like soft spoken, just
Well, he was a really like his goofy nature kind of like belied his. Excuse me, I'm getting up and moving around. So if you hear something that sounds like a fucking.
is that a gun?
Is that a gun? We're back in Doylestown, PA. Like his goofy nature kind of belied his like these moments of like I don't know, the like I'm trying to look for the right word, but he had these moments where he'd snap out of his like comedian role for a second, and he would say something so profound, and you'd be like, "Oh my god, what?" Like, it was so crazy. Like I truly envy guys like Norm that, you know, he passed away, which is really sad, and he, you know, battling cancer privately like that for a long time is really shitty. But you got to think, like, I think that's the way I'd want to go out if that was what it was, because I don't want anybody knowing my shit.
Yeah.
You know, I want to go out fucking Chadwick Boseman style and Norm Macdonald like fucking gangsters, dude. I don't want anybody knowing my shit. I don't want people going like, "Oh, is everything like?" I don't want you treating me like I'm fucking dead already.
I don't want to be.
know?
I don't know. I already feel like a burden. I don't want to be a burden. Anyway.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to do that.
I would hope to be like surrounded by like my closest, like my family. You know,
yeah, just
of course,
just people that you know, you love, and you trust.
Yeah.
No matter what, like not these random
like
fucking people that are like,
Did you hear what happened?
That's why I'm not saying anything.
I want to go out, but like be like surrounded in a field of like dogs. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be
just
great.
like licking my face as I'm
great.
going into like a fugue state before.
Throw some peanut butter on your balls.
Be like, nah. I mean, he's dead. It's fine. You know.
Talk about Jeff. They finished me off in a Jeff. It's peanut butter, folks. Seinfeld. Hey.
Whoa, Jerry.
Whoa, Jerry. Get him off.
Get him off. Get him off. Oh my god. Well, like, I guess like we'll come back to music in a minute, but like let's just talk about comedians right now, because there's been like so who are your favorite comedians right now?
My favorite guy in the world right now is Tom Segura. He's always been my number one. I heard his special Completely Normal back in 2014, and it totally changed my entire perception of what comedy could be.
Yeah.
You know, and guys like Louis and Burr are always going to be at the top and everything like that. But like, I love Tom's transparency and his business mind and his ability to create this empire from a podcast that, you know, essentially was not really, the podcast game wasn't really a popular source of entertainment or content or viewership or anything like that. And then they have a whole network. They got, you know, Two Bears One Cave. They got Dr. Drew After Dark. They got Where My Mom's At with Christina P. The other one with his wife. And, you know, they started off the Josh Potter Show, who he now has his own channel and his own show and his own studio, and the Honeydew podcast with Ryan Sickler, who all started there. And Ryan Sickler is, I think Sickler's probably one of my favorite podcasters and interviewers.
He seems like the chillest, you know, just cool.
I want to meet this guy. I want to meet that guy and just, like, because there's been episodes where, like, he talks to people about, like, their worst moments of their life. And it's like, wow, dude.
I like that, too.
He really digs in it. He knows exactly how to get to the soul of somebody. And like, wow, I never even thought about that.
A comic podcast that's funny, but I also really love comic podcasts that get, like, heavy.
Yes.
You know, that get, like, really...
Big fan of that.
Because, like, some of them are really good at touching on that.
Big fan
touching
of that.
the heart. And, yeah.
Yeah, Segura's my number one. I think everything he does is hilarious. I just saw his new hour at the Walt Disney Theater, which is funny. I haven't told you this, I don't think. I saw his new hour at Walt Disney, and not to ruin the show, if you haven't seen it yet and you're waiting to go on tour, this isn't a joke. I'm not spoiling anything. It's just a throwaway line in the beginning of the show. So he comes out and he says, like, he's like, wow, Walt Disney, there are going to be some things said in this theater that have never been said here. and he was like, this, you know, in fact, this entire show is just about gagging on cock. And I saw 6 people about 10 rows down from me to the right all get up and walk out.
That's hilarious.
And I was like, this is what we do it for.
They thought they were coming for like the fucking Blue Man Group.
Yeah. This isn't Jeff Dunham. What the fuck?
This isn't Fantasia.
Yeah. Fucking nutcracker. It's a little early for that. But yeah, his new hour was so funny. I mean, we were there. We sat in the very back row of this theater, but I'm like, it's guys like that where I don't really care where I'm at. I just want to be in the room.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's just so fucking good at what he does. Like, I mean, you know, like I said, there's the greatest comics to me are in no particular order, because then I'd have to figure shit out. But for me, my 3 favorite ever, Louis, Chappelle, and Burr are my 3.
It's a strong 3. Yeah.
Strong 3. But the other thing that's great about comedy is that there's this new school that's coming up that is really strong.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Schultz, Mark Norman,
Ooh.
Sam Morrill, Shane Gillis, Joe List. He's been around. A lot of these guys have been around for a while, but like they're younger than the guys that are like really controlling the game. Not controlling, but like they're running the game right now. You know, guys like that. I like. There's a guy that I follow on Instagram who's really funny. His name is Billy Bonnell. He's a club comic. He's very funny. Andrew Santino talks about him. Santino's another guy too. Theo, yeah. Not a huge fan of Schaub's comedy, but he's funny.
Yeah.
He's funny. He's another guy. He makes great business decisions. Mm-hmm. He's creating an empire for himself with the Fighter and the Kid and the Calabasas Fight Companion. Yeah.
Dude, I can't even repeat it with like Theo's fucking jokes towards him getting like just the shit kicked out of him.
It's so funny. Dude. One of the funniest things I've ever heard on that show, and this is the moment where we get real meta and we just start. It's a podcast about podcasts. There was a comment that said, Brendan looks like the kind of guy that rides a horse with 2 legs on the same side. And for whatever reason, that shit fucking killed me, dude. Like, it's just like the gayest thing you could possibly do. 2 legs on the same side of a horse.
Well, we'll see.
Well, yeah, we'll see.
Man, dude, Mark Norman is incredible.
He's great, man.
He is so fucking fun.
Yeah, he's good.
All right.
He's fucking fantastic.
So funny, man. I, of course, you know, our good boy Tim Dillon was just in Indy, and I didn't see him, and I'm kicking myself for it. Yeah, Tim Dillon's podcast, dude. For me, like his podcast and a podcast that I don't want to say the name of, because I don't know if that's fine or not.
I got it.
But Tim Dillon and Nick Mullen of that said podcast are like my 2 favorite guys to listen to right now.
We'll call it Finnish Village.
Finnish Village is a good one.
Go.
Yeah,
there we go. So
Finnish
you guys,
Village.
Finnish Village is the name of the podcast that we couldn't say. So if you, God damn it. Fucking empty cans, dude, stupid shit.
That podcast is, if you find it, it's just a fucking rabbit hole of.
It's wild. You're gonna have fun.
Insanity.
It's gonna be a fun time.
But
who are your favorites? And then I also have a question: Who is a comedian that you see where you're like, I don't fucking get it? Like, because we agree on so much music in the sense that like AJR.
Oh my god.
You know, we get
another
like they fucking just suck.
They're music
horrible.
For like fucking Disney Channel.
This is like what Eminem would sing about if nothing bad ever happened to him. Anthony Fantano
chewing him out but it's
so
also like funny. No, I agree with you, man. Like it's another group that I'm just like, why do people enjoy this?
I know, I don't get it. I heard a song in the radio the other day that I didn't know was by them, and I turned to Jazz and I was like, what are these fucking lyrics?
Yeah,
something about a record player in 2014.
I do
and
feel
I was like, what are you saying?
I know.
And then I was like, oh, I recognize that voice. So that makes fucking sense. Like it's a 4th grader writing this.
I really do feel kind of hypocritical just preaching, being like, yeah, no, like what you like. I don't listen to me, you know. But I'm also like, some of these bands, I just don't get it, man.
You can definitely be outspoken. Because,
but again,
listen, no one's gonna be like, you know what? They're gonna come to me.
Yeah, it's pop music. It's made for the masses. It's not usually supposed to be good. It's supposed to be for making money. That's it.
Brain and that's what dead they do. Music. It's Friends that's on the radio. You know, like, I don't have to think very much. I like this music.
I actually really don't like Friends, to be honest.
Dude,
I really don't like Friends.
It fucking sucks too. That shit is so bad.
You know what is?
They think they're so clever. The one with the Who fucking cares?
Friends is on HBO Max because it's a Warner Brothers show.
Oh,
But
yeah.
You know what else is on HBO Max?
What?
Fresh Prince, baby.
Oh, now we're
Fresh
talking.
Prince, man. I went on a binge not long ago. And
I like it.
I was like, damn, this show
It's a
is
strong show.
phenomenal.
Strong show.
Oh yeah.
So who's a comedian that you're like, how are they even fucking famous?
Honestly, I don't even know if he's got much of a career anymore. But and again, because stand-up comedy too is extremely difficult.
Very
so
hard.
like even these guys, like he deserves my well, he's kind of in some hot water. I've never again been a fan of Chris D'Elia. I just have never
Really?
been able to do it. No.
Interesting. Okay.
I heard he's great on podcasts, but his comedy is not for me.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I feel like there's a couple others, but yeah, he's just never done it for me.
I can tell you this is gonna sound racist, but it's not. I promise it's not. I'm naming all white guys for my favorites.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. Chappelle was great.
My friend
Dude,
actually
Joe Coy is I've actually grown to love him a lot more because he's Filipino.
Oh yeah.
And Jasmine's
Jasmine's
Filipino, and their
Filipino.
whole family, like, they're like giving me the insides of these jokes, and I'm like, this is so much funnier now.
Yeah, oh,
It's so much better. But it doesn't have to be in that. But like, yeah. So
I'm shocked that like Wawa is selling lumpia and Jasmine didn't want any lumpia.
I can't believe it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Actually, speaking of Chappelle, real quick, my friend Chappelle was in Indy tonight because he's doing like the special viewing of his like documentary or whatever. And my friend texts me. He's like, "Yeah, I just saw Redman and Method Man at the Chappelle show." And I was like, "Fuck."
Are you serious? Yeah. In the audience?
No, like they were performing.
Oh,
I totally forgot.
I thought he was like, oh yeah, they're chilling in the lobby.
He's just like, dude, I just like was like, fuck it, he's in town tonight. And then
What?
they came out, and I was like, god damn, dude.
The
I saw them
Method Man.
at FAU.
Moving on your left. Yeah.
I saw them at FAU. You know, so
yeah.
it was
He was
I was
just
like, damn.
Nick was just taking a deep breath right there. You got
Yes. Taking a deep breath of oxygen.
Exacerbate. What is that? What is that word I'm looking for? If you guys haven't been able to tell by now,
Yes.
I've been drinking a little bit today.
But I was like, damn, dude, I've always wanted to see Dave Chappelle, and you just saw him. And you
Exasperated.
Exasperated.
Sorry.
So,
Yeah. I've always wanted to see Chappelle too.
anyway, white comedians you prefer, you think they're funny and their life
I think they're
experiences.
superior. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, Tom Segura's 50% Peru. Oh my God. Tom Segura is 50% Peruvian, is what I'm trying to say. So technically, he's not all white. But I'll tell you the one person that I hear her stand up, and I just can't fucking do it, is Tiffany Haddish.
Really?
I don't think she's funny. I've never connected with it. Schumer, same thing.
Oh well, yeah.
Never connected with it. But I will tell you somebody that's really fucking funny. Oh my God, I'm blanking on her name. Why am I blanking on her name?
Tiffany Haddish, though, I've never seen her stand up, but I would let her like punch me in the face. I would, yeah.
What's her fucking name? Beth Stelling. Dude, she's funny.
Beth Stelling.
She's great, dude.
Yeah.
She's very funny. She's got a new special out on HBO that I think they did. Soder too. Soder's great. I like Soder a lot. Nate Bargatze. Bargatze's one of my favorites, dude.
People really like Nate Bargatze.
Nate
I've
is
heard a couple jokes.
hilarious.
I have to. They say
Nate
he's
is-
like very friendly.
Nate is the king of like understated comedy, where it's like everything he says is like just underhanded and like just whatever, and it's like holy shit, that was hysterical. He's just so quick with everything.
I don't know who like my top 3 of all time are, but right now I really do truly love like Mark Norman. Tim
Norman
Dillon,
is great, dude.
And his stand up is okay, but like on podcast, Nick Millen is fucking hysterical. From Finnish Village.
Yeah.
He's hysterical. So,
Is he the one that does the Seinfeld voice?
Yeah, that's him. He's the Seinfeld. He does the Nigerian.
You ever
sandal
notice
salesman.
that?
He does the Raphael from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Does he skip Passover too?
Hey, yep.
Hey,
he's
how you
skip-
doing?
Hey, how you
Skip
doing, folks?
Passover?
Skip Passover. Yeah, he
It's
skipped
called
Passover.
Do the thing.
It's called
Keep your plans.
We're just gonna quote other podcasts now, but yeah. So
It's like an avocado.
let me ask you this.
Yeah.
In all of our time together that we've spent, high school, college, post-college, and right now,
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? What's a story, like a memorable story of like a wild time or whatever that sticks out that we can speak of, or just something meaningful? I don't know.
Oh my God, the one you were telling tonight, I want to talk about getting lost, but I can't.
You can blame it
for
on me.
Employment reasons.
That's true. You can blame it on me.
Shit, dude.
Go to the Patreon. We'll tell other stories there.
Oh my God, dude. Boca was. We had too many good times in Boca. Oh man.
It was a lot. It was a lot, man.
I don't even. I can't even put my finger on one. Like,
there's a lot,
insane. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think the one what was really funny, like, is that I think I didn't realize like how close of a friend you were until we were in college, like towards the end of when I was there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this dude's like, yeah, like we're really close, and I didn't really understand that because I'd hung out with other people or whatever. Which, you know, if you're listening to this, go fuck yourself. You know who I'm talking to. You know who the fuck I'm talking to. Fucking people. Yeah, but it was fun. It was fun having you down there, and I don't really think I realized, but I will say one of the things that happened to me is that I was faced with a lot of obstacles and friendships and everything like that I was noticing that there was a lack of loyalty in my life, let's say that. And there's very few things or people or just anything, really. I mean, my fucking car, my job, my friends, my housing situation, my roommates, nothing was consistent or reliable and loyal or anything. And it was nice to have you there. But when and I broke up, which is a story for another day. I can't get into the details about her because the stories about her are insane, like after me. But I can't get into that because I don't want to disrespect her like that. But if you know her, you know that it's a fucking wild story. But anyway, we were dating in college like a year and a half, and we split up for the better for both of us. Because we both found people that we love more than we loved each other back then. So, good. I remember after we split, she came to you and tried to get you to talk to me about it. And then I said, don't ever do that again.
She called me at like 2 in the morning.
At what time?
Like 2 in the morning.
Oh, my God.
I was
She was drunk.
God.
She was drunk. She came over to my house a couple times drunk after that. Oh, God damn it. Now I'm going to have to bleep this out. And we're back. Okay. So
please remove the gun from my head.
The other time, too, I can tell you, this is one of the craziest moments we've had together. And you know this story, so I'll let you tell some of it, too. Jump in whenever you'd like. There was a guy named, I believe his name was Dan Powers. Do you remember him?
I don't remember.
We'll bleep it out. But do you remember kind of where I'm going with this?
I think so. Yeah.
So Nick and I were on a Relay for Life team. Well, no, we were the committee.
Yeah.
For the event in college, and I was the event chair at the time.
Okay.
Remember this kid?
Yeah.
So he snuck into the event.
Yeah.
Hopped the fence, had a backpack on him, which you're not allowed to have backpacks in there because, you know, people will just be bringing in booze, whatever, da-da-da-da-da. It's a college event. People are going to drink all night on the track, whatever. So, anyway, this kid comes in. He hops the fence. He's visibly intoxicated. By the way, he handles a 4-foot chain link fence.
Oh, yeah.
Really struggled. He hops over the fence. You and I go to remove him, and we're like, hey, man, let's get you a ride out of here. You know, we don't want you hopping the fence and you know, coming back in the event because we're kicking you out. This is it.
Yeah, you
Good.
can't be here.
This is a good time. I'm glad you had fun. Goodbye. Right? He starts making fun of my shirt. It's a. Do you remember this?
Yep.
Because the shirts for that year they said finish the fight on him in terms of like, you know, cancer treatment and fundraising. Finish the fight, you know, like get him, knock it out. And I said, all right, man, I'm losing my patience. You need to get the fuck out of here. And he was like,
Oh, yeah? Mr. Finish the fight.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, okay, here we go.
so I stepped up to him, and then you come up to him, and you're like, you know what, man? Now it's time for you to get the fuck out of here. You got him, and you grabbed him and started trying to move him somewhere, and then he just broke loose and started running.
Yeah.
He started running away. So this kid starts running outside of the football field, or it was soccer field?
I think it was a soccer field.
Outside
yeah.
of the soccer field where it would have been the football field. They would have never let us do it there. Outside of the soccer field, and he's running, and this was the week after that kid got hit in UCF's campus.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
I do remember that.
Kid got run over. I don't know why I'm laughing. This was right around the same time, so I called campus police, and I was like, because they're supposed to help us with the event, but at a certain time, campus police just goes away.
Yep.
Because we only pay them for a certain amount of hours. So I called campus police back. I'm like, hey, I need you guys to come back here. There's a guy. He's super drunk. He's running around. I don't know if he's on fucking drugs or whatever. He's running around. He's like crossing streets and shit. I was like, I don't want him getting hit by a car. Can you just get somebody to come out here and pick him up and take him home? Because he's not leaving.
Yep.
So they're like, where is he heading? I was like, he's heading this.
That's a great
I
question.
felt like I was fucking George Zimmerman on the phone with the police. I'm like,
I'm gonna fucking track him down for you.
Oh, my God.
like, no, just kidding. I didn't do that. I didn't shoot him. So the cops find him, and then some guy comes up, and he was like, hey, another kid that's with him comes up when the cops are there. And the cops are like, do you know this guy? And he was like, yeah, he was with us tonight. Why? What's going on? And they're like, well, listen, here's the deal. Because this is after, like, it talked about us. We told the whole story about what happened. They're like, he's
aggressive.
He's belligerent. He's being rude. He's trying to sneak into the event. He's causing all these problems. He's damaging all this shit because he was knocking shit over
and like destroying shit.
I'm like, dude, come on, man. He was like stealing signs. I'm like, what are you doing with this?
That was a fucking asshole. Yeah.
Yeah. So I can still see this kid's face in my head.
Me too, actually.
Oh my
now that
God. Fucking cocksucker. I can
he
still
looked.
see
The life was like
stupid
drained
fuck.
from his face that night. He was fucked.
He
up.
was
messed up.
He was
Yeah.
on something. Like he was definitely on something
He was
while
like a
drinking.
ghost. Yeah.
So that his friend comes up. I don't know what his friend's name was, but I remember the kid, the drunk guy that was in the back of the cop car, was looking at us and like staring at us like "fuck you." Like he was so mad.
Yeah.
And I could hear him screaming from the car, and like they're talking to his friend, and they go, "Hey, if you know this kid," the cop's like, "Listen, man, I'm not gonna take him anywhere if you can just take him home, okay? So if you want to, I'll get him out of the car. You can take him home, and this is done in that moment, as long as you promise to get him home." And he goes, "I've never seen that guy." He was like, I don't know him like that. I think he said, he didn't say I've never seen that guy before, but he said, I can't really bring him to my apartment or whatever, and I can't do this. It was all like this runaround shit about like how we couldn't take him anywhere.
Yeah.
And then the cops left, and you remember what happened?
No, I can't.
The kid started crying.
Oh,
He started crying because he left his friend. And they were like, "What are you doing, dude? Like, why didn't you just take him?" He's like, "I don't know, I panicked." Because they weren't 21, so they were freaking out about everything.
They were so nervous.
And they were losing their shit. So
No, I didn't remember that.
I remember I turned
Jesus.
to you and I was like, "I swear to God, if you ever do that to me, I will never fucking talk to you again." I was like, "I'll never."
I would definitely.
Because I know.
I'll never do that to
in
anybody.
that moment, I thought in my head, I was like, Nick would never do this to me.
No.
Nick would never do this to me. I know people that consider themselves my friends that would be like, "I'm sorry, man. I don't know what to do. I can't do that."
Yeah, no.
I know people that would fucking do that. And you know what? People that think that I'm their friend, I do the same thing. People that I haven't seen in years, they go, "Hey, man, I'm going to come to your show."
Yeah.
If I see that guy at the end of the night in the cop car, they go, "Do you know this guy?" I'm like, "Never seen that fucking guy in my whole life.
Nope.
I've never seen him before."
Oh my God.
Goodbye.
Actually, that friend, I'm not gonna say her name, but I was telling you about the girl that I briefly dated, like when we were at lunch, and after she like broke it off with me, she dated that kid for a little bit.
What?
And he like stood her up at a formal or something. Yeah.
Seriously?
So I was like, huh? Well, yeah.
That fucking guy?
Yeah. Well.
Dude, I remember my first memory of him before that moment happened, the Relay for Life incident happened. He dropped a plate in the calf, and the whole place went bananas.
I love that shit.
Oh, it was the best.
I loved that shit.
It was the best. Dude, those guys are ruthless. You just stand up and just, and everybody's like, you. like you just fouled out in a basketball game. They're like, yeah,
Get him off.
yeah, get him off.
Get him off.
Dude, okay, so
Christ, dude. I remember that. I remember the rest of the night, though. I mean,
yeah. Speaking of the calf,
yeah.
what was your favorite thing that they had there?
I'm gonna be straight up because it was like so simple, but it's actually not simple. But there was this period of time, like the second half of my freshman year, where they changed up the chicken,
What, the fried chicken
patties and everything.
The fried chicken patties?
Yeah, and it was like
What did they do to it?
it was like Chick-fil-A-esque.
Oh,
Like it went from being like your high school chicken patties to like holy shit,
like
they're like
Tyson chicken patties.
marinating it in like I think they do it in like pickle juice for Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
It's like that. It was like that.
And
same
isn't it peanut oil or something?
peanut oil and like pickle juice? Yeah,
Ooh.
it was like phenomenal. And for some reason, like that, like my second half of
Dude.
my freshman year was like that.
That sounds incredible.
And it was so goddamn good.
That sounds so
It
good.
was so good. I used to also love like Friday mornings. They would do like chicken and waffles.
I learned a valuable lesson at the calf
What'd you learn?
from a guy that lived with our buddy Andrew. His name was Lou. Lou was the biggest stoner we had ever seen
Was that
in our lives.
Girl Scout cookie guy?
No.
Oh.
That guy killed himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't want to say his name. He committed suicide. A lot of
Oh my.
horrible stuff going on in his life. But yeah, he gave us really.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Luke.
Gotta cut it there. Anyway, Lou.
Anyway,
So
Lou,
Lou is a big time stoner, and I think he's like in the military now or something like that. Like he straightened up like after college and just like he's one of those guys like that you just don't expect, and he made this like incredible turnaround. You're like, wow, dude,
Love
good
it.
for you.
Hey,
You know?
yeah, good for Lou.
Yeah, like I always love seeing
All my homies
shit like
love
that.
Lou,
Yeah. So Lou was behind me, or Lou was coming in line behind me at the chicken sandwich station. And all of a sudden, this girl walked in front of me. And he's standing behind me still because he's about to get a chicken sandwich too. He's like coming behind me in line. And she just walks up and just goes in front of me in line. And he was like, "Weren't you next?" And I was like, "I was, but she just walked up." And he goes, "Was she hot?" And I was like, "No." And then he goes, "Then she doesn't get to cut you, man." And in that moment, I said to him, I was like, "That's not true." And then I grow up, I'm like, "Yep, that's 100% true."
Who does she think
Because
she is?
guess what? That's how it works.
That's the high.
I don't remember who it was or what she looked like, but I remember Lou going,
Hey.
"Then she can't cut you."
Pretty people eat first.
That's right.
Pretty people eat
Because
first.
we eat less. I eat less. Can I just get a chicken patty with no bun and cheese, please? Ugh.
Dude, FAU, I loved it, man.
So
Boca,
many stupid bitches there.
living in Boca, I don't know. That was an awesome city. I really was. I loved
was.
FAU. I
was.
loved Boca. I thought I met the most like down to earth people there.
Yeah,
I
for-
love my
for
friend.
sure.
You and I don't want to say his name, but my buddy A Lee.
Yeah.
You two are like my closest fucking friends.
Yes.
And I don't know. We just had a blast down there. It was like such a growth period because of college, and I moved back there.
He's such a good guy.
After college, I'm gonna fucking kill something.
I just want to fuck. That's my
I love
favorite
it, dude.
story about
He
him.
sent me a TikTok. He'll
God,
send me like
he's
just
hilarious.
outrageous fucking TikToks every now and then. He
Dude.
sent me one today. It was like this dude just like walking Coney Island in New York, just interviewing like fucking street people. And he sends me shit like that. You know, it's just
It's
like
so
the funniest
good.
dude, man.
Dude, I'll never forget driving in the car with him and just him just muttering under his breath when he's driving us back
Like 2
from
in the
drinking.
morning.
He's just, I just want to fucking kill something.
He saw like a raccoon in the road. He's like, he just like
he's like,
swerves.
I just want to.
He didn't
What
hit
is
it.
going on?
The raccoon is fine, but
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
tell
man.
Jasmine that. She'll be like, "What? You hit a raccoon?"
but
Oh my
also,
God."
you know, you and him both like two like the most fun people to talk to, very
God,
insightful, and
he's-
especially like music. You know,
Yeah, he's very
He-
musically savvy.
I loved like when I lived with him my senior year, and the two of us like we would have nights where we would just like, yo, I've been listening to this, like check it out. I'd be like, yeah, cool, man, let me hear it. And the same thing, I'd be like, yo, I've been into this. You want to hear it? He'd be like,
Yeah.
man. So like he got me kind of into, you know, bands like Fish. He's like a
Mhm.
big jam band guy, and you know I would share like DGD with him, or
Yeah,
house
yeah.
music or whatever. And
Yeah.
so like you and him, man, like you two, like I don't know, very very cool, very very close friends of mine forever. You know, hopefully. And
Yeah. As long
but-
as we stay within the lines.
which is dope because you and Jasmine are moving to Grand Rapids. So.
Yeah, we're
We're coming to Grand
Come to
Rapids.
Grand Rapids with me, baby. I have to pee.
You have to pee?
I gotta pee.
Oh God. Okay.
I
All right, we're gonna
know,
pause.
I know.
We'll be right back.
Would you listen if I had a southern twang? Would you listen if I made up an accent when I sang? I guess I'm a fool, writing shit when it just ain't cool. Well, would you listen if I had a southern twang? I guess I've struggled.